Hi, Jody.
Hi.
Is it me and you again today?
Looks like it. I'm so sorry. I had to do a mandatory chiropractor appointment with all of the pain I was in last week. He was like, do not blow me off. You have to be here. And I was like, well, I'm doing Orange Theory, so I'm coming right after. And then I forgot we were starting this morning, and I was like, oh, crap. And I don't know how many people are going to log on to this and log on tonight or choose to do Cindy's calls instead of my calls. So I wasn't quite sure. It looks like we have Christy Kahan on the phone too. Is that you, Christy?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I was just saying, sorry I was late. I had a mandatory chiropractor appointment with my back being wrenched last week. So I'm not sure who's going to do this call versus who's going to do Cindy's calls, or if people want to log on both, but we're just going to go with the flow and see what happens.
Sounds good.
So what I want to talk about first, you guys know we have free shipping this week up to $25, correct?
I saw that.
For new customers, right?
Correct. So it's new customers. They have to have 150 BV, so it'll work for any of the 3 enrollment packets, and that's up to $25 in free shipping. If they don't do one of the enrolling systems, you can piecemeal it, but they have to get to 150 BV.
Okay.
So the first thing is I want to remind everybody, especially since both of you did participate in the virtual event last week, I like to have a reason or an excuse to call people back for like a touching base kind of thing. So this is perfect because if you haven't gone back to them to say like, hey, what did you think of the event Tuesday night? You could start with that and segue into, by the way, I just found out we have free shipping this week. It'll save you up to $25. It ends Sunday night. If you already have touched base with what did you think of the event, it's the next great touchback of, hey, I know we talked last week, wanted to let you know. So definitely do that with all of the people you invited to attend. So that starts today, goes through next Sunday, the 4th. Christy, as a reminder, we are doing a sip and sample this Wednesday at 7 p.m. So if you can either join us and or have guests, the Facebook event is up. And I'm almost thinking like the virtual event, it's better to wait till last minute to invite people so they don't forget. So feel free to invite away this week at 7 p.m. on Wednesday.
I'll invite people, but I won't be able to attend because Gary's out of town.
Okay, not a problem. Okay, so what I want to talk about, 2 things real quickly, because I know I have to end at 11:30 to jump on the mastermind call, and I don't want to run out of time. I've done this before in more of a group setting, and I know, Rhonda, you may have done it through a past conference, but since we're in the beginning of a new year, I think it's really important. So I want you guys to grab a sheet of paper. It can be scrap paper, Post-it, whatever. And on a scale from 1 to 5, I want you guys to give yourself a rating, and I'm going to give you categories. So 1 is very low belief. 5 is full belief. So on a scale from 1 to 5, what is your belief in our products? Again, 1 being low, 5 being high. And then what is your belief in our company? Scale from 1 to 5. What is your belief in our compensation plan? What is your belief in network marketing? And last, what's your belief in yourself? I'm just writing the order of what I asked you guys. Okay. So we have product, company, compensation plan, network marketing, and yourself. So what did you guys rate for your first one?
5.
5.
Yay! Second one?
5.
Yay! Third one?
5.
5.
Yay! Network marketing?
4.
Yeah, I did 4 too.
Okay. And yourself?
3 or 4, kind of 4-ish, 3.5.
Okay. So, it was really interesting when I went to the University in Action with David T.S. Wood back in October. He started out his conference with having us rate ourselves, and I've done it before at different conferences as well. And it's interesting because I think for sure the first 2 categories, everybody's a 5. Where the numbers start dropping off typically starts with the compensation plan. Maybe some people don't know it, don't understand it. So if you were not a 5, I want you guys to really go back and maybe relook at videos or do what you need to learn that compensation plan forwards, backwards, and inside and out. Okay, thanks. And you grab greens, right? Okay. Sorry, he has to run a package to somebody. Because it is really like, people realize we have it, but I don't think they realize, one, how easy it is because we are a referral-based business, and there's so many different opportunities where we refer things all the time, like movies and stores and restaurants and hairstylists, where we get nothing for our referrals. That the ask is much easier than people give credit for. And I think they get intimidated by the whole compensation plan. And in my opinion, as long as you understand you share, they share, repeat, that's all we need to master. If we can master you share, they share, repeat over and over and over and over, everything else falls into place. So I want you guys to get really comfortable, and I want you to get your team. And what I'm going to encourage you guys to do as leaders is to go back to your team and ask them to rate. And because I think that's going to give you a meter as to where people are on their journey and where you can focus on helping them. Because some of your newbies, even on product, if they're a newbie, they're not going to be a 5. They may be a 2 or a 4 and just learning or growing. And we eventually want to get everybody's needle to a 5 on all 5 categories. Now, the other thing that was interesting is when you got to network marketing, even at UIA where there was, 500 of us in the room, most people were anywhere from a 2 to a 4. I don't think anybody was a 5. And that, again, I think that one ties in with our psyche and our belief of ourself. Is too many people get inside their heads or go to work to complicate it or go to work to talk themselves out of network marketing. And what was really cool is he did some exercises talking about how, you go to work, whether it's a professional job like a doctor or a lawyer, or you're a stay-at-home mom where you really don't get a day off because you're working round the clock. Like, everybody has the same problems, that we all are limited on our time, we're limited on our income, we all want flexibility. And he literally broke it down by different categories. He did white collar, blue collar, professionals, stay-at-home moms, fitness professionals. Like, he hit probably 20 categories in this segment during UIA. And everybody's common denominator was the same as far as time, flexibility, and money. And the beauty with network marketing is it is the piece that gives you freedom in all of those areas. You can work it full-time or part-time. The people used to call it having a side job. I forget what the new lingo is that I keep hearing, side hustle. That if you want to treat it as a side hustle and you're working it part-time in the pockets of your life, great. If you want to work it full-time where you're doing multiple power hours a day, great. But you have that flexibility to drive what you want. And it really is a new business model. And what's interesting, and I need to go back and find my notes, but he gave some statistic, and it was about the whole, think about how much we order online now, whether it's Amazon or iTunes or eBooks or whatever it is, I don't do hardly any of my Christmas shopping in a store. I wait for Cyber Monday. And instead of doing Black Friday sales, I do Cyber Monday sales. That he gave a statistic that by, I think it was 2020, it was in the near future, 2020 or 2030, the amount of brick and mortar stores are going to be like a third to what we have today. which is sad for brick and mortar stores, but it's just showing the wave of the future that everybody wants to buy online. Everybody wants it to come to your doorstep. Everybody wants the convenience of having it immediately at your fingertips. And so that is another benefit with Isogenics and network marketing, is it is really creating your own online account. And I know PK Smith used to train us on this a couple of years ago, is that's what we're doing, is we're setting up people's online account. And I like to compare it to Amazon because there's so many Amazon shoppers. And especially if somebody is addicted to Amazon Prime, it's like having Amazon Prime, but it's your free grocery shopping. And I think Tanya Kirkpatrick uses the phrase, your premium grocery store. I love premium grocery store. I think that's beautiful verbiage. And so I think the more we think about the changing economy, and PK Smith words it evolved economy, and I use that whenever I'm talking network marketing, I hashtag evolved economy. You may even Google and look up, when you have some time in a search engine, look up network marketing on the rise or evolved economy. And I think you'll be surprised that the negative connotation with network marketing has had a shift, that more people are doing side hustles, and network marketing is getting a much more positive reputation than it has in decades. And I think once we free ourselves of any negative connotation and stand proudly that I am a network marketer, whether it's full-time or part-time, that posture is going to create different excitement and different attraction into your business as well. So I'm going to ask you guys to build into that a little bit. And the last one is the self-belief. And this is the one that I think people don't give their own mind enough credit. You can talk yourself into being afraid. You can talk yourself out of something. You can talk yourself out of goals. I remember when I read The Energy Bus, he said, talk to yourself, don't listen to yourself. And I think we get caught up in listening to ourselves too often, and that's what creates the negative loops. So I'm really trying to encourage the whole team to do more mindset exercises, whether that's doing healthy mind and body. If you don't want to do healthy mind and body, Rod Harrison's book called Rising Up pretty much mimics healthy mind and body. So healthy mind and body is a 60-day devotional. If you don't want to do the devotional and want the short read Rise Up. Maybe it's listening more to podcasts. And it doesn't have to be, it could be product podcasts. It could be mindset podcasts. It could be, faith podcasts, whatever you need to do to bring up your belief. Maybe it's reading books or books on tape. That I think this is the area that the more we grow ourselves, the more we're going to feel empowered and alive, and more we can give our best to serve others. And I think it's interesting that when you look, we all started out at 5'5", and then the closer you get down to yourself, the numbers get lower. So what I want to do is start at the bottom, work on our self and network marketing and compensation. We already have the belief in the company and the products. Let's work on those bottom three and grow ourselves in those areas that we can need help in. So do you guys have questions on anything I talked about, or where to start, like where to get help for you to either help with self-improvement, help with realizing the evolved economy? Let me hear from you guys.
I know where to find it, yes. I'm good there.
Christy, how about you?
I think I definitely need to sign up for a healthy mind and body. I think that would help. I've never done that before, and I definitely think that would help.
Yeah, and it only takes like 15 minutes a day. So I'm more of a person, I need to do rituals like that first thing in the morning or I won't get to it. Randy did it at night. We had Jake do it for one of his punishments, ironically. And he did it after school. Like whether it's a lunchtime break or while the kids are at preschool or first thing in the morning before they wake up, whatever is the best time for you, it literally is only going to take about 15, 20 minutes at the most, but I would say more like 15 minutes. And it's 60 days, but it is a great 60-day self-reflection and growing period. And then I'm going to encourage you to challenge your teams to do the same thing. Grow on yourself, develop yourself, because here we have these great bodies and we have this energy. Let's work on our mindset to match that. Sound like a plan?
Sounds good.
Okay. So what I want you to do is when you decide, and Rhonda, like you were saying, you know what to do, really commit to, and I'm not asking you to commit hours and hours, just like Healthy Mind and Body. Like, I'm not a long reader, so it will take me longer to get through a book, but I have committed to reading 15 minutes a day. Sometimes I give myself 30, but just doing that 15 minutes a day is plugging me in to something with my mindset. So if you guys are in the comment section on this link, I want you to put that I'm committing to, so like either enrolling in Healthy Mind and Body, or doing some books on tape, or listening to some podcasts, or reading such and such a book. If you're looking for book recommendations, like I said, Are You Up for the Challenges, Rod Harrison, there's The Energy Bus, there's Positive Leadership, there's The Carpenter. I'm trying to think what some others are. I'll have to go look in my box. But if you need recommendations on some other books, let me know. Another one that we did, oh my gosh, we did it first semester for moms with teens, and it was so funny because it's a self-development book, but yet we did it in moms with teens. What was it called? I'll have to think about it and then get back to you guys on that one. But if you need recommendations, call out, hey, I'd like a recommendation on what I can do, whether it's building your belief in network marketing, building belief in yourself, and I'd be happy to offer recommendations. But I think there's power to committing to, yes, I'm going to do this. So let's just commit below what you're committing to. And then the other thing I wanted to give you guys the challenge to do, because we're in January, and I think the more we can get people to wrap around with the concept of this isn't about New Year's resolutions, this is about a lifestyle. I think now is the critical time period to really get back with those people and be like, hey, how are you doing with your new health solutions for 2018? Because we find a lot of people have fallen off the wagon by now, the first month after New Year's resolutions. And I want you to realize that what I started 2 years ago, 5 years ago, a year ago, whatever your time frame is, what I started 5 years ago is really about a healthy daily lifestyle that we incorporate every single day into our lives, and we've never felt better. Can I help you with this? Or would you be interested in learning more about this lifestyle? So I just think the timing is critical right now of hey, this really wasn't a resolution. This is a lifestyle change. So obviously, some of the tools we have is we are going to do these virtual Facebook events every month. So the next one we have coming up is February 11th. I have already half the speakers filled, but if you have people on your team that either you want to highlight or they want to get going with building a team and showing their transformations, let me know, because I still have a few spots to fill. And then the other exercise I'm going to challenge you guys to do is, have both of you been to isamovies.com?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Christy, have you been to isamovie.com?
I've heard of it, but I've not really checked it out too much.
Okay, so this is an assignment or an idea that could take you a couple of weeks. It's not something I'm asking you to do in one day. But I'm going to challenge you to grab a legal pad of paper. And when you go to isamovie.com, you're going to see different categories. And it's all of our core pillars. You're going to see weight loss, energy, performance, wealth creation. There may even be Isa Body, I don't know. But you're going to see 4 or 5 tabs across the top. Under each tab, there's anywhere from 2 to 5 videos, and the videos are typically 3 to 6 minutes long. So they're short videos, and these videos, one, are videos we can use to send to people, and they're constantly changing the videos that are available. So I think it's a good refresher for us to see the videos. But then what I want you to do is, so for example, one of the videos is going to be Today's the Day, when they did that one last year. Another one is Transform Your Life. So when you see these videos and you're watching it, people's names might pop into your head, like, oh, so-and-so would be able to relate to this video, or this would be such a great video to send to so-and-so. I want you to write the title of which movie you're watching. Go ahead and put the time next to that so you remember how long it is, so you can say to your friend, hey, I watched this movie and thought of you. It's only about 3 minutes long. Would you be interested in viewing it? And watch, I think there's maybe 15 movies total between all the categories. So again, I'm not asking you to do this in a day. It may take the whole month of February. It may take a week or two. But go through each of those movies to refresh yourself about the movies, and then to see who pops into your mind that literally it's as simple as, hey, I was watching a movie today and thought of you. Would you be interested in watching it? Super simple thought. But I think things like this are going to trigger new names and get us, you know, out of our rut, or where else can we go, or what else can we do? Sorry. What else, you know, who else can we contact? I'm hoping it to just trigger some new activity in people's names and an idea of how to contact them. Does that make sense?
Yeah, good idea.
Okay, we got this challenge from Lisa a couple of years ago, and I literally thought of it this morning as I was getting ready. I'm like, you know, that's something we haven't done in a couple of years that I think it's a great activity to come back to. So kind of recapping, we want to touch base with everybody about the free shipping. We want to invite local people to Wednesday. We want to commit to how are you going to move that thermometer to a 5 on your self, network marketing, or the compensation plan. And then we want to watch over the next few days and weeks different movies under iSaMovie. And then contact people to say, hey, I thought of you. Does that make sense?
Yep.
And seriously, especially because the two of you, you know, Christy being at home with all of her kids and Rhonda, you being at work, come up with your work hours. Put this in bite-sized chunks. Don't think of that the iSaMovie challenge is this huge, overwhelming challenge because it's 15 videos. Think, you know what? I'm going to take 15 minutes a day, or I'm going to take a half an hour, 2 days a week and do what I can. Don't make it overwhelming. Do it in bite-sized chunks that work in the pockets of your life.
Okay.
Good advice.
All right. Well, make it a great week. I am going to scoot because I got to hop on the mastermind call. But let me know what you guys are committing to, and if you have any questions or need any help with the self-development area as well.
Sounds
Okay.
All right. Have a great day, ladies. Thanks for logging on.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.